I would like to present a case of recurrent retinal detachment after removal of the silicone iron. The surgery was done by other surgeon. The patient was presented to him with a history of trauma, and he did vitrectomy for intraocular foreign body, now presented after silicone eye removal with subtotal retinal detachment. After I put my triamcinolone acetonide into the vitreous cavity, I am tried with the aid of the titanium scraper to remove any remnant of the posterior hyaloid. Actually, I find small remnants of the posterior hyaloid over the posterior pool. I'm trying here to sweep the remnants of the posterior hyaloid overlying the surface of the retina with the aid of the titanium scraper, like this, gently to avoid iatrogenic retinal breaks. And then I put a drop of PFCl to flatten the posterior pool, and I started my endodiathermy. This part was the remaining anterior flap from the previous surgery. I did endodiathermy of it so as to remove it without bleeding. Then I decided to do my lower 180 degrees relaxing retinectomy central to the previous retinectomy, and with the aid of the cutter I completed my lower relaxing retinectomy so as to flatten the short retina. With the cutter I removed the previous anterior flap remaining from the previous surgery, like this, and then I started my lower 180 degrees relaxing retinectomy. Gently, I'm trying to separate the retina so as not to injure the choroid, to avoid bleeding. All this procedure is done under the PFCl. I remove the anterior flap, the remnants of the anterior flap here, and I continue with the cutter to remove all the remaining anterior edge. Then I put brilliant blue and I started my peeling of the internal limiting membrane under the PFCl over the posterior pool. I'm trying to extend the peeling as much as I can with the aid of the PFCl that flat the posterior pool to avoid breaks. It's better to do ion peeling in detached retina under PFC. After I finished the eyelid peeling over the posterior pool, I find an area of upper nasal intraretinal fibrosis, so I decided to extend my relaxing retinectomy to the upper nasal part and the upper part, leaving small quadrant in the upper temporal part attached. So I extended my relaxing retinectomy to the upper nasal portion to flatten the short retina in this area. Now I'm extending my relaxing retinectomy After this, I added more PFC to flatten the retina to start my 306 degrees laser. Now I'm doing my laser over the edge of the retinectomy. As you see here, the relaxing retinectomy extending all over the retina, leaving small quadrant in the upper part, which is still flat. And I decided not to cut this area. Now I'm completing my endo laser. After this, I'm doing my airflow exchange, and I've completed here the airflow. Finally, I put silicone oil, and thank you for watching.